We had a great weekend down in Denison, despite a lot of heat. Uh, it was really hot, and that tested us physically. Really, really long days in the heat. It was in the 90s down there, and it was quite hot. And we played six rounds in 2 days, so it was a lot of time on court in hot weather and not a lot of breaks. And I think it gave us a really good gauge of where our fitness is, to be able, to perform at a high level like we did, in that sort of condition. As far as the results, I think we saw some of our older players really step up in a few of the doubles and single spots. So that was great to see them leading and setting a good example for our younger girls. We have a lot of freshmen and sophomores out there right now, and they are also stepping up. But I think it definitely is coming from having a lot of good senior and junior leaders on the team. So that's really nice to see. The freshmen, I think, have done a great job adjusting to college tennis in just a few short weeks, and have had now 2 really strong weekends from the freshmen. So it's really nice to see sort of everybody filling their role and everybody helping the team succeed.
Well, last week was the first time I've ever played a dual match, or like a dual match type setting. So it was a very fun and exciting time, and it was definitely very different from anything I've done before, just because it's more of a team aspect and it's a lot more uplifting because you have teammates all around you and everyone's cheering for you. So that was definitely a very exciting time. And then we also did really well, won all of the matches, all the dual matches we could have against all 3 other schools. So that was definitely a very fun and positive thing. It was also our first overnight experience and travel experience, and that was really fun for me as a freshman too, because you don't get those in high school very often ever. And it was a pretty nice start to our season, and just being with the team a lot. And I'd say those are pretty good things. I wouldn't say there's anything really negative going on, because I think we all played well and competed as much best as we could. So I think the same is, we're all just gonna go and try to compete the best we can and do the best we can, obviously for ourselves, for the school, to represent our team. I honestly I'm completely sure exactly how it all works, because I haven't been there. So I'm just kind of walking in with the mindset of play as best as I can and just bring up every teammate that I can and just keep cheering on for them. We've been having practices every day. We've got our workouts, so we're definitely prepared for it. We just need to go out and play well.
It's been a few years since we went to regionals, and it's like any other weekend during the year where you only play against the other top players in the region, a lot more individually based. So it's kind of nice to just have one weekend to kind of focus on, your singles or your doubles draw. We are taking 8 players with us. So we will have 4 singles players and 2 doubles teams competing, and it will be a really great opportunity to see a lot of really good D3 teams, the best D3 teams. There's 25 teams that are going to be there, and a lot of players that we haven't seen for a while, a lot of new players too. So it's going to be really great to see, the level of the other teams and where our competition is and kind of where we stack up. Just because it's just so many teams in one place, we'll really get to see, all of the best teams in D3 in our region. So that's going to be really, really exciting for us. So I think the girls and I are really looking forward to Kalamazoo.